It's that time. Time to tip off News 3 Sports Extra. Brought to you by Southside Lumber, Subway, Southern Illinois Orthopedic Center. Now, News 3 Sports Extra.
Greetings and welcome to the Friday edition of Sports Extra. Later we'll learn if the Salukis will have big man Gene Teague for the rest of the season, plus an area school honors one of its own. But we will start with midwinter tourney action, the Benton Invitational to be specific. Tourney unbeaten, Cesar and Benton went toe-to-toe second quarter. Tyler Leffler will knock down the three ball, and Benton was back within a couple. Then moments later off the inbounds, it's Dane Eubanks knocking down the three. Red Devils up a point at that juncture, but final seconds of the half, it's Trey Garrett with the putback bucket. Rangers up 25-24 at the break, and the Rich was rocking. Third quarter, Justin Maddie inside doing work in the lane, and the Red Devils had regained the lead. Then it's Kendall Gibson. Gibson is going to get the little friendly bounce, and it falls. Red Devils up 4, but the Rangers would come storming back. Jared Johnston for three, and he hits it. And the Rangers improve to 3-0. They hold off. Cesar your final, 44-42. Also at Benton, Pinckneyville is 3-0 after beating Carlisle in overtime. Hamilton County leads Oakville 28-19. That game is at the half. At the Superman Classic, we found a pair of super semis, starting with top-seeded Murfreesboro and Madison. This one close throughout. Dylan Craig, the bucket and one for Murphy. Torrey and Gregory up court to DeLandis Farrar. Madison up 5 after 3. In the fourth, though, Jared Gaston inside for the deuce. And the abuse. Red Devils down 1. Madison would regain the lead after falling behind. Xavier Williams with a two-handed flush. 59-57 Trojans. Then it's Craig on the miss, but Drayshawn Payne is there with the putbacks. Red Devils tying it up at 63. Final seconds of regulation. Madison will miss, but Williams is there to beat the buzzer with the putback, and the Trojans celebrate 65-63. Your final. The second semi had Massac County colliding with Carbondale early on. Jarrell Johnson with the off-balance shot, off glass and in. Then it's Corey Ayala. Ayala with the nice spin move on Ty Neal. Patriots up 3 at that point. Carbondale comes right back. Connor Wheeler will sink the tray, and the Terriers had a 3-point lead. Then it's Wheeler again, this time with the fake, and he's going to get the jumper to fall. Carbondale led by 5 at that point. Then Wheeler to Bruce Day for the jam. Carbondale up 3 at the break, but Massac comes back with a big second half, and the Patriots move on to the title tilt, 45-43. Your final. Pool unbeaten's Columbia and DuQuoin squared off in Sparta, and they were shooting hoops to benefit Haiti to start this one off. Late in the first half, Matt Gossett inside for the bucket. Tribe up 7 at the half. Third quarter, J.C. Davis taking it to the 10. DuQuoin up 11. Columbia trying to respond. Wilson Babb driving in for the bucket, but it was still 33-24 at that point. The Eagles down in the fourth. Jamar Reed with the feed in transition. DuQuoin up 17, and then Gossett doing more damage with the turnaround, and the Indians win it 57-43. The final game at Sparta tonight found the host Bulldogs taking on Trico. Opening minute of the game, Logan Teese taking it in for 2. Pioneers up an early 2. Later in the first, Maurice Austin will knock down the corner 3. Bulldogs still down a point. Still later in the first, it's Austin again. This time the pull-up jumper, tying this one up. Sparta would go on to win it. They advanced to the title game, 57-50. At Ullen, Century met Meridian for a spot opposite Goreville in the SEC title game. We start off with Meridian's Edrico Amos fighting his way to the hoop. Century comes right back. Jared Clemens will find nothing but twine from behind the line. Then it's Jacob Wyatt will take it in for the layup, making it look easy. But Meridian would come back. Jerry Johnson will take it strong to the hoop. And then it's Devontae McClung. He will knock down a 3 as well. And this one was back and forth all night long. Quite an entertaining game. Century's Josh Wright comes in with nothing but net. We were tied again. And then it's Timmy Hackney from Meridian with the 3. Hackney would win it with a putback at the buzzer. And the Bobcats are headed to the title game, 79-78. The final. Consolation play, Shawnee over Joppa, 71-59. 250. At the West Frankfort Midwinter Classic, the host Redbirds taking on AJ, trying to knock the Wildcats from the ranks of the unbeaten. Jordan Adams for 3, AJ up 7. Then Cordy Livesey with the crossover and in for 2. AJ up 13-2 to start this one out. But here come the Redbirds. Kendrick Simonton for 3 rather. Frankfurt within 8 after 1. Then it's Simonton. Watch him work hard down low. Won't get it to fall this time, but stays with it. The stick-to-itiveness. And he gets it to fall. And just like that, it was tied at 18. But Gabe Piekert and the Wildcats scored 10 of the final 13 of the first half. And AJ goes on to win it your final 62-41. Also at West Frankfort, El Dorado beat Johnson City 50-41. Heron remained unbeaten, taking care of Carterville 68-61. At Marion, the Caro Pilots took on former Nashville coach Darren Lee's Collinsville Chaox. Caro only came ready to play offense tonight. Demetrius Hill to Corey Wilson for the easy 2. The Chaox were just outstanding offensively. Here off the steal, Austin Asher had to Trey Lewis for the bucket. Collinsville starting to run away with it. Then it's Austin Hales. He was tough down low inside for the bucket. Chaox up 28. It's Ash again for the 3, and Lee's squad was firing on all cylinders in this one. Collinsville wins big, 93-67. The host Wildcats took on East St. Louis in game 2, and this one was all about Timmy Maldacious. What a great week for him. Big night on the court Tuesday. He signed a scholarship to play soccer on Wednesday, and he was at it again tonight. He had some help, though. Big Aaron Adeoye with the bucket and the foul. Flyers, though, stayed in it from long range. Ronald Lawson with the turnaround. East St. Louis down just 4. Then 1 second left. Flyers down 2. Going for the tie. Jalen Spraggins drives, but Isaiah Powell takes it away. Coming up right here, Powell just takes it away. And Marion Wood hit some clutch free throws and escape. Your final, 61-59. In other tournament games, at Carmi, Harrisburg by 20 over Fairfield. The host Bulldogs beat Mount Carmel 40-37. At the Midland Trail Tournament, Wayne City took 3rd, beating Odin. Woodlawn will take on North Clay for the title tomorrow night. At Nashville, it was the Hornets beating Mater Dei by 14. Breeze Center all over Mascoutah in the other semifinal, and that would be that. It was a very special night at Ziegler Royalton as the school honored longtime basketball coach Art Brandon. Brandon knew there was to be a celebration tonight between the JV and varsity games. He wasn't sure that school had decided to name the gym in his honor, and why not? Brandon has spent 4 decades coaching boys and girls in the ZR program.
It just blows me away. You know, I've been here for a long time, done a lot of things, but, you know, I've always just, you know, coached and taught and did all the things that I wanted to do, and it's been a wonderful experience.
Congrats to Coach Brandon. The Tornadoes welcomed Alvarado in the first game in Art Brandon Gym. Landry Arnett passes it, misses the mark, and then falls into Tyler Mitchell, who'll get the bucket in for 2. And then Kyle Stubblefield will miss. The Falcons can't corral the rebound. Mitchell will put in another bucket here. And it was really a rout at this point. Jimmy Stevens will waltz his way to the bucket for the easy 2, and the Tornadoes coast 80-26, your final. In the GEC tonight, Crab Orchard over Gallatin County by 13. Hardin County big over Thompsonville. No score in from Polk County Galatia. At the Lady Eagle Winter Classic, Mount Carmel beat Polk County. It was Hamilton County falling to Vienna, and no score in from El Dorado and Goreville. Well, after suffering their 3rd straight loss at home Wednesday night, the SIU basketball team finally got some good news today. Center Gene Teague has been cleared by the NCAA to play for the remainder of the season. Teague sat out Wednesday's game due to academic issues. The Salukis struggled offensively without him and are just 5-8 in their last 13 home Valley games. Coach Chris Lowery talked about his team's struggles at the arena this season.
A function of we never lose here, and they know it, and they know that we're 5-8 in our last 13 home games, and that's on them. And you know, and we have played better on the road. Free and loosey-goosey, no pressure. And here we play with a lot of pressure on ourselves, and that's caused us to not play at a level that we need to.
Dogs and Redbirds tomorrow at 2:05 at the arena.